Let me add myself to the stream. There I am. There I am. How are you? How are you? I'm sorry, I was waiting for everybody to get in the room. This is our first heifer-sode of Let's Get Petty. I clearly don't know how to set the YouTube alarm, but you know what? We're going to figure it out. We're going to figure it out. How is everybody doing this fine afternoon? It is 7:56 here in sunny California. And I am your host, Alexander Rodgers, but we're going to be bringing people in the room today. And we're going to be asking them, how would they like to get petty? How would you like to get petty today? Would you like to start us off, Candace? Or would you like me to start us off?
I would like you to start.
Okay, I can start. How I would like to get petty. Okay. I saw a news article today, and some women had torn up a chicken restaurant because they charged them $1.75 for extra sauce. And my pettiness is actually with them. I have 5 on the $20,000 they owe. If anybody knows them, just let them get in touch with me. I will send them the $5 through Cash App. But I know for a fact, and in my soul, in my spirit, in my atoms, in my bones, from the tip of the follicle of my hair to the end of my toenail, I know they did not give them enough sauce for that chicken. I know they didn't, and they deserved what they got. You see, they walk in and set you up. They give you a $5 meal. They say, you know, it's just $5. It's just $5. But then the sauce is $1.75 extra. So why don't you just say the actual meal is $7 and let my pockets get ready for that? And if I have $7, then I will give you that. If I choose not to spend it, then that's my business. But don't you sucker me in to buying no dry ass chicken. Let's get petty.
You won't give us reparations. The least we can get in our life is just some extra sauce. That's it. Like, we're not asking for much.
Moist chicken, because y'all can't cook it moist. No way. I'm sorry. If I'm at my mama's house, guess what? I don't need your extra sauce. But I'm not at my mama's.
They don't even know what salt and pepper is, and you don't want to give me that. Okay, that's cool. We are mourning, spoiler alert, we are mourning a loss of Big Teak. We do not have time for the extras. We are going through it as a people.
Quiet as it's kept. I saw he was performing at 54 Below, and I was like, you see, I might go back to the East Coast for that. Child, I'm like, oh, you thought you were playing. You thought you were acting. No, honey, I'm going to show you what's real. You about to get to be real.
Yes.
I'm going to have his ass holler with the oh, because he can sing too. We will make beautiful music together because we're both on key.
Speaking of off key, I am tired of Sierra. Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it.
I am over it. I do not want to jump. I want to see you and your 50-11 kids move on with your life and be happy. I don't want to hear your music.
You escaped Future.
You escaped him. You suckered us all in, had us all doing Sierra's prayer, and you out here acting like a whole thought. Okay. And then anyway, let me shut up.
Sierra's prayer worked, but the thing is, honey, you still asking God for your album sales, and sometimes the Lord says no.
And it's the biggest blessing in the world.
I will never be, I ain't gonna say never ever, but I will say at this juncture, I'm like, you know what? I just want to hit 100,000, maybe 150,000 subscribers. I don't need to be that famous. I like to be able to go to the grocery store and mind my business. Sierra, you was on your way to that. Why do you want to go back to being famous for being mediocre?
Like, we didn't ask for that. Like, who is asking for that?
Other than Russell Wilson. And then just do it for him.
And truth be told, you know he ain't asking for it either, because he be looking like he's already. Let me shut up. Let's get petty. Like,
we getting petty. This is petty, honey. This is petty.
He is tired of her. I am tired of your shit. That is what he is saying in every photo I see him. Sorry.
You ain't never selling nothing. You better call Jazzy
Mm,
Faye. Call him.
call.
Maybe he'll get you a hit, but I don't think so. It ain't shit.
And on the same day, Beyonce, well, the same.
Girl, good point. Good. Well, you should have waited a good 2 years after this era had calmed down.
I,
That's like the Black Music Awards giving Carrie Hilson an award. It's like, now who told you to peep your ground head ass out the ground? It is not February 2nd. But in between Beyonce's album, you just got to say, hey, look at me.
I just want y'all to know I'm still here. I thought somebody called me. I thought y'all were looking for me.
Child, ain't nobody picked up the phone. Ain't nobody put you on a milk carton. You ain't got a flyer. No one is looking for you. More people are looking for my album than your album. And that's pathetic. I would be embarrassed. I'm like, quiet as kept. You know why I ain't come out with my album yet? Because I ain't got enough people that gonna buy it. I'm not gonna get out here, even if I did Sierra numbers or Katy Perry numbers or Lil Mama numbers. It would still be like, well, you know what? It's his first time out. He's only doing it himself. It's all self-promoted. You know, he doing it off his YouTube. He got that out the paint. It would still be an achievement for me if I sold 1,000 copies. If I gave you lip lock numbers, Eve, let's talk about it. You were smart to go on and marry that rich honky from overseas because wasn't nobody buying your shit here.
And nobody was shaking it like a tambourine after 2000.
Girl. The only thing that shook off were her fans. Let's get petty. Let's get petty. And speaking of which, let's get petty. Let me talk about my mama for just a minute. Let me give you a memory of my mama. Since somebody put Hooters in the chat. Oh, it said more like haters than petty. Well, you know what? We going hate.
Yeah.
I will never forget. I told her when I was in college, all of my girlfriends worked at Hooters, and I was gay in college, so all my friends were girls. And she's like, "What is so special about that restaurant?" And I said, "Oh, the waiters will eat with you. Well, the waitresses rather will eat with you. They'll sit and eat with you." And she said, "The look." And hold on, let me give you the look. She looked at me. Wait, I got to get the ring light for this. And this is why I always have pants on when I film, because if I ever got up, I'm like, this is not OnlyFans. Y'all ain't paying enough for that. But she looked at me like, "Alexander, you expect me to eat with the help?" And that is why I am who I am today.
Thanks, Mom.
You expect me to eat with the help? I was like, well, hold on. I'm the help too. What? You eat with me? You cook for me. Okay. Yeah. Oh, fun fact. Let's get petty. Give me a petty memory, because that is my first petty memory. I feel like that's when I learned, oh, it was cute, but I was like, oh, that was petty. That was petty. What's your first petty memory?
My first petty memory. With my parents?
With anyone. The first time you were petty, or the first time you heard someone giving you a little petty?
Well, I went to an all-white elementary school.
Oh, let's hear it.
And one of the white girls in there said, "Well, I can't play with you because you're dark." I said, "Excuse me? What do you mean by that?" "I can't play with you. My parents said I can't play with you." I said, "Oh, you're going to play with somebody dark one day." Messed around, became a baby mama at 15 to a black man.
I would have told her, "Well, darling, I can't play with you because your soul is dark. Your soul is dark.
Just dark.
And your mind is weak."
I was like, oh. Okay.
And speaking of weak minds, let's get to Sheree Whitfield.
Who?
Exactly. Sheree Whitfield. Now, are you watching Real Housewives of Dubai?
truth be told, I only like your reviews.
Well, I am flattered, but honey, you need to tune in to the Black Excellence. If you don't have Bravo, it's on Peacock.
Okay.
And I am telling you, these Black women on Dubai and also these Black women on my channel have shown me how to live my life. I am telling you, these are Black women that said, you know what? Not on today. I will have everything in this life I want and be catered to. These Black women are intelligent. They are stunning. They are cunning. And they give you 150% shade. Honey, you could be standing in the middle of the Sahara. Go all the way down to the Gobi. And let's not forget about the Great Salt Lake Flats, honey. You will not get a sunburn with these women. Let me give you an example of some of the best shade I've heard on Housewives of Dubai. From Caroline Brooks, she said, you know, in Dubai, plastic surgery is very common. Any person here who sees a flaw, well, you go to the doctor and get it taken care of immediately. If you really want to talk about plastic surgery, you should ask Sarah. She knows every procedure from the Ruta to the Tuta. It is truly amazing what she's accomplished with her body.
The shade.
I mean, thorough. I mean, I got 30 degrees cooler just hearing it.
I kind of feel sorry for her.
Now, hold on. Wait, hold on. We got to add, we got to
Yeah.
people just so that everybody knows more are welcome. All are welcome. Let me give you poltergeist tea. All are welcome. All are welcome. There is peace and shade and pettiness.
Except for the moose. He's not invited. Isn't it mating season for moose?
Who? Nene.
Yeah.
The child, Nene ain't got money for internet. Ain't nobody worried about her. Nene and Kaya somewhere trying to share a stage. Ain't nobody worried about her. I may live in Northern California, but I'm not in the Pacific Northwest. I'm not worried about her. And the truth is, she couldn't even get in my apartment building because we have an elevator. I'm not worried about her.
And we have a gate.
So I would not let her in my apartment because I have new hardwood floors. I'm not worried about her. And I have a white kitchen. But you know what? I was about to say something so foul. I held it. You know what? It was that moment where, you know what? It was that moment God said,
not right now.
Say
don't
you say
maybe not right now.
Don't you talk about that bad makeup.
Do Sheree have food in her house? I'm really, really concerned. I am bewildered and concerned about it.
Sheree doesn't need food in her house because she lives in that 2-bedroom apartment where her son was sleeping on an air mattress.
What you saw was a bed like for Max. My dog. That's what you saw. But I've got furniture.
What you saw was a blow-up bed with good sheets over it. That's what you saw. That's what you saw.
We know what we saw. Oh,
those. All right. We've got some more wonderful ladies coming on in. Pia Press, one of our favorites.
Hello.
Rushka Robinson and Life is But a Dream. Ladies, whoever, however, gentlemen, they, them, he, she, toasters. I am a toaster.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi. I'd like to say, Alex, I've been watching you for years. I think it was nearly like 8 years ago I was watching YouTube and I just watched Beyonce Life is But a Dream and there was a review of it. Mm-hmm. And I watched you and I was falling out laughing. I'm like, who is this guy? I would like to say, honestly, like, you are a joy. Anytime I have a bad day, I would watch you and I would just laugh. And I said, God bless you. You have a talent to make people smile. So I just wanted to say that.
Yeah, agreed. Yep.
Thank you so much. Whenever I'm having a bad day, I get down in the comments.
Yes.
And you remind me that I have a purpose and a point in my life.
Them comments popping.
You don't know how many times those comments make me smile. But let's get petty.
Okay.
Who has the next pettiest thing?
Me.
Oh, let's hear it.
My name is Rashika, by the way. So I was about 8 years old, and I was riding downtown with my grandma, and it was around lunchtime. So, you know, the streets are busy, people going to and from work from their lunch break. So I said, Granny, why all white people butt so flat? Oh. She was like, because they never did shit all their life but sit on their ass. And oh my God. It took me out, and it still takes me out when I think about it. I swear. And she clapped back so fast and so viciously, like, why? Yeah, because they never did shit, but still they ass all they like. I'm like, okay, well, grandma, okay, well, thanks for that. You know, that I just had to share that because that thing has had me laughing all these years, and she just, I mean, I was asking a question, you know, and I got the answer. I mean,
yep.
Grandma gave it to me. She also gave it to them. So I just want to share that, and I just love you so much. I'm talking about it's so bad that my baby knows you.
Thank you.
My husband knows
so
you.
much.
We always go back to the video when you like, I got to get beaver. That shit takes me out. Listen, there is
beaver. What video is that?
When you were talking about the girl from Love and Hip Hop with the red girl, you got her on your thumbnail. What is that girl's name? And you like, I'm getting beaver keys. I'm talking about.
Oh yes,
fall out funny. My husband even knows it. He knows all the bops. We just be round the house just singing them.
Oh wait, I think we need to sing "Happy Fraud Day" together.
Right.
Oh my God! Like I cannot believe. Like I am beyond grateful that I get to take up your time.
We are grateful.
Important
We're all great. We're grateful
for you to even click on my videos and get a kick out of it. Like it is everything to me.
It is everything. I swear, the stuff you say is like, I put you on. I set my phone down. I wash dishes. I cook. Or when I want to have me a nice little drink, I pop on the videos, whatever, and I'm just dying laughing. And everybody's like, what the hell is going on with her?
I do the same with Forest Rocks, Bondi Blue, C Diggy One, James Caldwell, DJ Richie Sky, Funky.
Oh yeah.
I mean, like Jay Lee's Corner, Duly Noted, Scotty for Its Nature. I love the channel. Maddie Rants. I mean, like, and some of these people, like, I know, like me and Maddie Rants, like, we went to the Janet concert together. Man, I don't know.
Oh Lord, not Janet. Not Janet.
Here we go. Here we go.
Here we go.
So wait, before I get petty, who want to get petty next? Who want to get petty before I start? Who want to get petty next?
I'm gonna jump off to let somebody else come back and come on and be really petty. I love you, and I'm in the comments. I'm on the live. I love y'all.
Thank you so much.
Well, at my job, I get to be petty every day, so it doesn't really bother me.
Wait, hold on. Do you work for the IRS?
No, I don't.
Wait, hold on. What type of industry are you in where you get to be petty every day?
Well, I work at the hospital.
That's petty. That's petty. You can be petty with the pain pills, honey. That's petty.
Exactly. When the people get smart with me, you know, I don't know when I'm going to schedule you, but I'll schedule you. You know. It go back to being with respect. You got to respect people. You know what I mean?
You sure do.
It's the same energy you get back. You can't throw negative energy around. It's going to bounce right back to you. So
absolutely not, which is why I try to be nice to everybody. And it's exhausting. So that's why I stay in the house most of the time, because I can be nice to y'all because y'all nice to me. It's tough to be nice to people that ain't nice back to you. It's like, well, hold on. You don't know who I am. I could read you, write you, and turn you into a creative exercise.
That's right.
I'm like, you don't know who the like. I'm sorry, but let's be real. Remember, because I remember Pepperidge Farm remembers. I remember the last person that tried to get on my nerves, and I also remember I built a career off of that.
Yeah, they put it in the chat. That. Oh yeah, man.
Oh, not Janet. Leave her alone. You see, I would have left Janet alone if she had left off come dance with me on her Instagram post. I would have been happy. But hold on. Who wants to get petty? Who wants to get petty? I done been petty enough. Who wants? Come on in. But let's talk about your petty.
Well, I guess I'll go ahead and go. I was 11 when I was very petty to my aunt because I still don't like her to this day. So, yeah. Basically what happened was we were at the skating rink and she would always make fun of me for being fat. But before we left, she didn't know that I saw her putting on her terrible Paul Revere wig.
Oh, God. Not the, oh, no. 76.
So,
not the wig.
So she basically, was yelling at me and I didn't do anything to her. So I said, you know what? I said, this bitch, I'm going to go ahead and just, you know what? I'm going to do it. So I'm skating around in the circle and I said, yeah, I might be fat. I said, but at least I'm not wearing a wig. And when I tell you the skating ring stopped, the DJ turned the music off and everything. And I told her, I said, now, why don't you get up on your horse and let everyone know that the British are coming?
Oh my God. Oh, I can hear the voices now.
All in one.
And the best part about that is she was like, I'm going to tell your mom. I said, go ahead. I said, I came from my mom, so you should be used to me being nasty to you.
And you know what? My mom would probably stand right behind me and said, I wish you do something. Me and you will curse you out right now.
She did. She looked at her and she was like, well, what do you want me to do about it?
Yep. Damn right.
I said, exactly. I said, she was wearing a wig. And I said, plus it's crooked.
So the wig was crooked.
Yeah.
Lean it was crooked to the left.
I mean,
the electric slide.
I
said she look at it and run behind her and
I said she's wiggy. You don't want to touch it. It's acrylic. Wiggy, but you know it's there. You're pretending it's your hair. You can't see it. It's acrylic. Wiggy. You didn't want to know it. $4.99. Wiggy, but you know it's there.
Wait, but was it a Nene wig?
It's your hair.
Like the kitchen was not put together? Like,
no, it was okay. So before they had lace fronts, they used to have these really awful, terrible wigs. And she would get, the wigs that she got were bad. Like she had a church wig.
Was it levitating on top of the head? Because sometimes those wigs does levitate. Like, I don't know how, but it does.
Yeah, yeah, her church wig did that.
Oh, wow.
Here's the thing. The heat from the human scalp kept the acrylic from actually sitting straight. It was too much sweat. The scalp wasn't actually ready to take it on. That's why it looked like it was levitating. It was really just floating on sweat.
Right. And like I said, that was her church wig. No, the Paul Revere wig, it was brown. And it had like a bow in the back. It looked terrible, but it was just awful.
No, hold on. It's giving me land where my fathers died.
Yeah.
Like that. I really thought those type of wigs would be like would fly away. I wouldn't be mad at it. And that wig could just fly to like.
That's where the incredible flying nun came from.
Like I would. Hey, mad at that.
I would just look at her. I would just look at her and I'd be like, you're ugly enough as it is. Why are you like drawing attention to it?
Oh, Lord.
I don't like my aunt. I can't stand her. So I'm purposefully mean to her when I see her.
Oh my God. I didn't know we was gonna get this petty, but thank God we did. Ooh, thank God we do it. And speaking of petty, we couldn't talk about petty without me speaking about the kick-tongue man, Carlo King.
Oh my God.
Oh God.
Now, you want to get on here, you big hip sissy, and talk about. Now,
You got
here's the
perfect-
thing. You can
perfect
fit into
hair.
my
What's
pants.
going on?
When he can fit into my pants, then you can come talk to me. When you can fit into my pants, then you come talk. Until then, you thick hip, thick tongue sissy, you stay in your seat. You
What's
stay in
going
your
on?
specially
He was talking
designed
about you?
seat. Oh, honey, he's got the Joan phone. But he want to act like his franchise, loving me. That's like me saying I have a franchise because I have the allegedly showing pop roast, and now let's get petty. I have 3 franchises. You see how easy that is? You see? You see? Easy as 1, 2,
Anyone
3.
watching that new, like the DC Love
Oh,
and Marriage?
it's a punishment. It's a punishment, which gets me to the point. He wants to say, oh, well, because OWN isn't available in as many households, it still has the same viewers as Bravo. No, it
Yes.
doesn't.
No, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't.
No, it
Because you're
doesn't.
not on in the same households. I'm sorry. You worked for Bravo for 8 years and you couldn't be their HNIC, and you know what that means.
Yep.
You know what that I ain't gonna say it, and you ain't going either, because we ain't gonna mess up the income from this live. But you know what that means.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
But my
Yep.
thing is, every week is just, it's just like, I don't know. You see Monique
My
trying
show is
to
more
feel like the love
interesting, and I can
husband.
say that with my chest.
I don't know. I'm barely watching Huntsville. I don't know.
Huntsville,
I've stopped. Mm,
it's become a chore.
It
And
is.
yeah.
Love and Marriage DC, like Monique, I love you. When you came on with that full binder and you said, well, isn't his number 410? Girl, that was your moment. But that may have been your peak and your pinnacle.
No, it's her
In that
only moment.
dress.
Yeah.
Only moment. She tried. She got
That-
an A for effort.
that was-
but you know.
That was the best reunion ever. Because seeing Giselle like just cower and just look stupid in her seat, I was dying.
But seeing
I think I just want her to come out the closet. I mean, she's selling baseball caps, for God's sake. Like, I don't know.
Ain't nobody buying them.
I mean, wow.
I know.
Dixon, and I could have gone longer, but we lied. I mean, come on now. How you think I'm gonna get a husband and one that actually wants me? Unlike
Sometimes I can't believe that's real life, because in real life, someone will already dog walk Giselle. Like, it's too much.
Right.
no, because
Like, in real
Right.
life, she would have got
him
popped
and
in the
Michael
face.
have their secret love. But when Rob Dixon got completely shut down, when she said, "What is your point in this?" and Monique just flipped the page and said, "I'm not even addressing your sapphic sister. I'm here for you, Giselle. I'm here for you."
That's how you know Robin has to go.
Yeah, the only
'Cause she's
reason
so
Rob
boring.
is here is because nobody else could fill her shoes. It's the same reason Sheree can't get paid. Whitfield is here. It's the same reason we're putting up with Chateau Thelma with that well-lit rooms to go furniture, because you can light rooms to go well and make it look real elegant. I can make my house look real expensive, but trust and believe, a heifer still scrapping and surviving.
Again, that is a
Nice, Alex. It
Speaking
really
on that,
looked
we gonna put the Cash App in here right now so I can have better furniture than them, even
Oh
though
my
I make
God.
less money.
And let's just be real. That again, I've said
I'm
this
honest
before and
about
I'll say it again.
I would say that's how I have my apartment furnished right now, where if I light it right, it looks good.
And besides, that's a set house. That's not Sheree's real house. That look,
Oh,
that
please.
is a
That
house.
mold-filled edifice?
Please, that is
Oh,
not
hold
even a
on. Let
house.
me read this. Hold on. That is not the right one. I am Alex Rodgers is my Cash App. So if anybody wants to put something on the furniture, so I ain't walk around looking like Sheree, please help. And then, let's get petty. I want to talk about somebody who had the nerve, the gall, the gumption, and the audacity of dumb to get in my comments and say, when I had put my Cash App up in one of my videos, how much do you make off that? You should get a job. I should get a job. Now, let me get this. Let me speak, and then I want to hear y'all speak. I want your opinions, but I need to fire up on that ass first. Now, let me get this straight. I have come out with 4 videos a day for the past at least 5 to 6 years. Pop Roast comes out every week. We might take a week off here or there. We only took 1 week off when my dog died, stayed working during the pandemic. I edit all of my videos except for Pop Roast, where we did have an editor for a while. So what is this? What is this if not a job? And how am I supposed to be a Black artist if I do not have support from my audience? Am I supposed to simply give up and go get a job? Do y'all not want the show anymore? Is that what it is? Am I wasting my time, energy, effort, and hot carbon dioxide?
Well, being a YouTuber, I'm not a YouTuber, but I've heard from other YouTubers, it's a very stressful job to edit, to film, to put yourself out there.
To constantly come up with new content, new shows to review. But is this should I get like?
I mean, you should. I mean, can I ask a question? But
and my
the
question
income you
also
make.
is now hold on. Let me finish this one too. If other content creators that may not have the same amount of melanin as me are also able to get large donations from their audience, why am I not able to ask my audience, hey, here's my Cash App if you feel like giving something? Nobody's putting a gun to anybody's head. But why is it that I am guilted when I do the same thing as my non-melanated counterparts? Why am I worth less to my own? Let's get petty and let's talk about it.
Well, here's the thing. You just brought up a good point. First of all, this is a job, because when you are a content creator, again, you have to edit your own videos. You have to basically do what no person is willing to do, which is watch certain shows that are probably virtually uninteresting, but you watch it so that you can give your take and your commentary on it. Whenever people make that statement of, you should go get a real job, these are people that are stuck in, I guess they would call it their real job, and they're unhappy.
And
period.
Kristen, I've been doing this channel for, since 2012, so 10 years. Chris and I have been doing the podcast for 5.
Mm-hmm.
I know I have been working for years to turn this into a quote unquote real job or a career. And I still have miles to go before I sleep, but I just feel like that's such a kick in the stomach to be told at this juncture, where I know you've been in my comments for years. I've entertained you for free. You do not need a cable subscription. All you need is an internet connection and to watch a few commercials. And my show comes to you gratis. But I am still told, even though after all, I'm just supposed to keep putting out free content forever, I guess. I am never supposed to be paid for my intellect, my sacrifice, or my hard work. It is less
right.
valuable.
Yeah. And you deserve it.
Yeah.
Do
exactly.
I mean, that's like real life. People always will put negative things, to deter you. So don't make anyone block your blessings.
Nope.
period. So yes, I hear that from all YouTubers watching on this platform. They do have their Cash App and they do get donations. And there are one or two miserable people that say, why have to donate? It's not a job. Yes, it is.
And also, nobody's saying you have to. I don't even say it. I just put up the little tag for anybody who's in the mood, because I know lots of people have asked, hey, I'd like to do something. I'd like to give something. That's why I put up the Amazon wish list, because some people have said, I don't want to send money, but I really want to send you a gift. And I really appreciate it. Like, you don't understand how when my friends come over, I tell them, oh my goodness, my fans got me this, and they got me that, and they got me other, and they furnished this whole house. And I say, I may never win an Emmy, but I won my apartment. I get to live in my award every day.
Well, let's just keep it real when it comes to, and I'm gonna have to be honest about it because I see it. When it comes to Black content creators on YouTube, they're not given the respect that they deserve. They really aren't. Like, let's talk about it. Because you have a lot of the, white ones that can, like I said, put their Cash App, put their wish list up. Nobody says anything to them. But when it comes to any Black content creator, there's a problem. That's just me. That's how I feel.
I have to agree with you where, I've seen the evolution of YouTube, and we've seen the Jake Pauls, and then we've seen people who are also as talented, like, and followed, like, let's just say Tasha K. She is just as big, just as influential, just as talented, just as polarizing as Jake Paul. Why isn't she at that super 100 millionaire level? We can take this is a beautiful Black woman, a Black woman who is about her business. I mean, I want to go to her business school. Like, she knows it all. She survived a lawsuit from Cardi B. Does anybody hear her complaining about that 6.5? Nope. But why isn't she where he is?
Exactly, because of the whole algorithm. And like, for example, case in point, when Logan Paul, for example, had that video up where he went into the suicide forest and there was literally a dead body hanging up, right? YouTube did nothing. They didn't do anything. They didn't take his channel down. They didn't hold him accountable. They did nothing. But let that have happened to a Black content creator on YouTube.
Page will be shut down and demonetized.
And also too, let's talk about this right here, because I know that everybody's seen it, and I've actually shared the petition.
Let's be careful with our language, because we don't want it to happen to me.
No. But I shared the petition, the situation with a certain content creator. I don't know if I can say his name, but yep, him. How many? Go ahead, Alex.
Got it.
When is his time going to come? They're letting him get away with murder, literally.
Alex deserves sponsorships for real, but maybe they aren't progressive enough for the freedom of speech and freedom to read. And the thing is, I don't talk about politics. I tell people in a hot minute, I make fun of eyelashes for a living. That's what I do. I make fun of eyelashes. I talk about Real Housewives. I keep things very positive, very light. I rarely even talk about racial issues on this channel. When Roe v. Wade overturned, I had to speak. But other than that, I keep this a safe space for Black people to come when the world is too much.
Right.
So I don't even talk about serious things or controversial issues. We talked about the vibe, but we did not tell you what to do or how to do. It was just like, no, that we're going to let other people do that. This is a happy show. And I'm still like, well, when's my time?
Right. And it's unfortunate because, as Black people, we're constantly trying to prove ourselves, and we shouldn't. It's just to me, it's very upsetting and it annoys me. That's just how I feel.
And the whole YouTube algorithm is really messed up. Like, you don't really see people's videos. You get unsubscribed. You know, like you're either shadow banned, and it's not fair. Then
That's
you have
right.
these boring, dry ass white people that's doing content, and they're on the homepage. It makes no sense. Just unseasoned chicken. It's too much.
So unseasoned, just like Paula Patton's chicken that she made.
You know, my mom saw that. She's like, "What the hell is she doing?" I don't
Now, see, when I made my chicken thighs in the air fryer this morning, what I did was I washed my chicken thoroughly. I washed
even
it
give
with
my
a wash
enemy
rag.
that chicken.
I got
God
up in the
damn.
thigh. I got under the skin. You know, I use a little caress because I like my chicken soft. So I use caress. After I washed it with some caress and then thoroughly rinsed it off, I put it in the air fryer, drizzled olive oil all over it, even though it's in an air fryer. I still, the in me was like, oh, you got to put some oil on this yolk. So then I put some oil on it. Then you season it. And the seasoning sticks to the oil. And you wait for the oil to drip off into the drip pan. And then you season it on the oil that sticks. And then you cook it for 45 minutes because I ain't got time for salmonella. I got to go to work.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That was the worst video I have ever. I just shook my head. I was like, oh, this is embarrassing.
Like, really? Like, no one.
She has enough money to waste on food. That's why. And also, look at how thin she's had to be her whole life. She doesn't want anything with flavor.
No.
That's true.
Yep, Caress Soap House of Milan. I use Caress. It was a joke. It was a joke. Like, in a high Saviti Black house, your mama used Caress soap, and then when you was going to the prom or to your first school dance, she'd let you use the Caress soap too. Otherwise, you was using Dove or Ivory. And then my grandparents grew up using Ivory, so I still would use Ivory bar soap to this day because it reminds me of them.
Oh. Have you guys heard about what's going on with Kyle from the Real Housewives and all the backlash that her child is getting because of her?
Her child?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. The youngest one. The youngest one had to shut down her Instagram, all her social media. And this is all because of her mom and her dad, because of the fact that she basically manhandled Sutton and laughed at Garcelle's son getting cussed at.
I would have told Kyle, this is why your sisters don't fuck with you. I see why.
Yeah.
I see why.
See, Kyle,
You
like,
stole my goddamn house.
Girls, if you're girls, if you're really interested, if you want a good read, if you want a good read into some white people drama, if you want to hear about honkies, harpies, and home wreckers, baby, read The House of Hilton, because they talk about how Kathy was basically an old hoe, like they want to call Kenya an old hoe from the 90s. Big Kathy was the old hoe from the 90s who pimped out her children, Kyle and Kim. Kim was the better actress of the two, so Kim was keeping that family afloat, while Big Kathy was drunk and hopping from one rich husband to another. I mean, they spill all their tea in the House of Hilton. So if you really want to know their business, check it out. They talk about how Kim actually did own that house and Kyle and her mama stole it from her because Kim ended up being a drunk because she was a child star. It's basically like, imagine if Jamie Winslow made good.
I see, because they were saying that the mother was training the daughters to marry rich men, which I am not mad. I am not mad.
Oh, and that's why Kim Richards. That's why Kim Richards ended up divorcing her first husband, because Big Kathy forced her to marry someone richer.
Mauricio wasn't rich.
No, that was Kyle. Kyle already had a rich first husband. Remember, she had Farrah before she got to Mauricio. Kyle had also fallen under Big Kathy's spell and married Rich first, but it didn't work out. That's who she had with Farrah. Then she ran off to Mauricio. Mauricio saw he could not keep Kyle, rather, if he didn't turn rich, so he did. And that's when her sister, Kathy Hilton, not Big Kathy, the mother, but the oldest sister, Kathy, was helping her in the because she married a Hilton. She married Rich, and she actually loved her rich husband. That's my plan. And that's how Mauricio ended up hooking up with the Hiltons. And that's how they are the Hiltons and not the Richards.
But you see, I have one thing to say. I'm going to be petty for just one moment.
Let's do it.
And this is for Erika, right?
Yep.
How in the hell have you jumped on some rusty old white pipe? Rusty white pipe for over 20 years and ain't got shit
to
the first.
Ain't got shit to show. I'm
an old rusty pipe every night. You deal with that, and there's nothing.
I got to turn my light on for this. Hold on, because I'm going to explain to you exactly where Erika went wrong. I got to get on camera for this.
You don't want to know my opinion on it. You really don't.
Dumb. No secret bank account. No quietly stashing money. I mean, for God's sake. I mean, be a Shawnee O'Neal for once. Jesus Christ.
She was too afraid to pull the trigger.
Trigger to what? Wait. You can't say, no.
Watch our language. Watch our language. Listen, all
I'm going to say is
in this video now. So hold on. Listen carefully.
Mm-hmm.
Erika Jayne signed up to be a Black widow, but she was afraid to finish the job. She wanted nature to take its course, and nature did. Sometimes you can't scam the scammer unless you're willing to do what's absolutely necessary. She wanted to be a Black widow, but she couldn't pull the trigger. So she sat around and waited and gave away the best years of her thighs to a conning coot. And that's the issue. If you're going to go after a man for money, you're going to earn every penny, but you have to decide how long that's going to be. You have to negotiate your contract up front. Now, if you actually love him, then stay with him for the rest of your life, or rather the rest of his. If you don't, then you know what you're going to have to do. And you're going to have to be prepared to do it in a certain amount of time. I suggest 18 months in a comedic way, just because that is after the life insurance is thoroughly vested. Well, it takes 12 months to vest and 6 months to throw people off your course. But that's what I would comedically suggest. I'm not saying anyone do that, because that would be wrong and illegal. So this is a comedy show. We're all joking. This is a Debbie Zielinski tea. We're not actually saying anybody go out and do this, just so everybody's clear. But that is how the legal system works. And I'm surprised if she was going to play this game, she didn't understand that. That's why I don't play games I don't understand. But I do play games where I write the rules.
Oh, okay. I learned something today.
But yes.
Never marry, I would say this, make sure you set your dowry. Never marry a man that is not willing to buy you a house in your own name up front. If he can't do that, then honey, he's too poor for your pussy. And I don't know anyone in this room who doesn't have 4-bedroom pussy. I don't. Pride has kept 6-bedroom with a pool.
Damn right.
But yeah, she is being like, they are dragging her daughter, and like Lisa Rinna.
Not only her, Dorit, they was calling her kids slow on Instagram. It was terrible.
I mean,
oh, I didn't want to children. I don't talk about children, but I know Dorita said that.
Not Dorita.
I know that Utz bitch did
No.
not come out of her mouth with that. That ass bitch. We ain't gonna call you Dorito because ain't nothing brand name about that insult. Now, oh Lord Jesus, hold my tongue. Jesus, Allah, Buddha, I'm gonna need you all
on her
get
Twitter.
the four corners of my tongue
like
because anybody who watched the show knows what I have to say and knows I'm gonna keep my business to myself. I said to myself, I
feel like what's happening with Bravo,
Jesus, I gotta say Jesus. But Jesus, Jesus. You see, I gotta get off key with the Jesus because I know. I'm not gonna say nothing, but anybody who watched Real Housewives of Beverly Hills when Dorit came on, I know she did not open her mouth about somebody else's children. I know she didn't. I know, Lord, I know I misheard you. You see, that was misinterpretation. That was a misunderstanding.
Yeah.
We get petty, but I got confused because I know I did not hear that. I know I didn't. I didn't.
Because they're dragging them so, not Lisa Dorit, but Dorit on her Instagram. I guess she took a picture of her kids and all the comments was still about her. They're talking about her kids pretty badly. And it's like, whoa, I don't know what's going on, but I feel like what's happening with the Fox 4 words call, I think Brock is stepping back. And
this is something I wouldn't even. The things I have to say, I wouldn't even say on Patreon.
Exactly.
Y'all gonna have to come over to my house. Y'all gonna have to come to my house. I'm gonna make sure that y'all left your phones in the foyer so ain't nobody recording. Because girl, I got some shit to say. I almost want to put my phone number in here, but make sure ain't nobody recording. Lord, I got something to say. But I'm gonna keep it to myself because I don't talk about children. But since you're gonna talk about it, I feel free.
I think what's going to happen.
And it ain't even talk about children. It's talking about your habits.
Well, the reason why they're doing that is because Lisa Rinna, she came out and was telling people to stop bullying Dorit and Kyle's children, but she didn't. Right, but she didn't say anything. And now, if Garcelle is supposed to be your friend, why didn't you speak up about? You see what I'm saying? So that's why they're going after them. And also, too, it doesn't help that Teddy Mellencamp is putting her mouth in it.
Oh, my God.
Teddy Mellencamp needs to put her mouth on her husband before she loses him to a West Hollywood prostitute. Child, quiet as it's kept. Jenna from Real Housewives of OC already lost hers to a San Franciscan prostitute. I ain't saying no names, but it might be me.
Oh my God.
Well, Teddy's husband looks like a skeleton. He is very unattractive.
Well, that's what happens when you do too much coke.
Yeah.
Oh.
But yeah, she was on her podcast saying that Sutton looks missed. Yes, Teddy has a podcast with another
podcast.
I don't know, but
forgotten white women who are clinging to relevancy.
Exactly.
Oh my God.
And she was on there dragging Sutton, saying that.
Hold on. Wait, somebody said, wait a minute, is Alex selling that bus to the highest bidder? You think you're getting this for free? You think you're getting Alexander Diane Rodgers for free? I bring the table to the table. Let's not forget, I am Alexander Diane Rodgers. 34 million video views. Famous in his own right. So yeah, you damn Skippy. If you're going to step up to this table, you're going to need to bring a table to match mine or bigger. And guess what? You better put lobster and shrimp all over it and buy me a new car and a new fur every year and not say nothing about it. I know my value. You ain't getting this for free. Yeah. I ain't no Target shopping trip. You taking me to Saks and you ain't saying shit when I walk out with $85,000 worth of merchandise. And if you can't do that, honey, I don't need you because I can do that all on my own. Well, maybe not $85,000, but trust and believe I can get some shit. I'll say this. I went to Bravocon and outdressed every housewife that was there on my own budget. Did I or did I not?
Speaking of that, did you guys hear that Atlanta is not invited to Bravocon?
Wait, what?
Mm-hmm.
Nope, 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 nope.
No, by bring.
Hold on, hold on. I feel now I saw the lineup. I
Mm-hmm.
feel that the Atlanta Housewives are one, you have to realize there's still a pandemic going on. There are still Black women over 35 with children that may be like, nah, I'm not really trying to get on, no plane right now for no bullshit. They are also the highest rated and the highest paid franchise. So I could see why they're like, okay, y'all can do Bravocon, but baby, this is only your second year after a first dry opening. You ain't got your shit together and you ain't got enough money for us. Because if they go, they're like, look, we're going to need presidential suites. We're going to need things that you're not willing to pay for. These women are going to demand what they're worth. And I agree that Black women should get what they're worth. Now, Potomac is showing up because
Yep.
they're, not where Atlanta is. Atlanta is too high and mighty to show up unless Bravo is paying them an episodic fee. And I can see them being like, oh, y'all ain't gonna pay us $100,000? No, we cool. We cool.
They said the only person who's supposed to be coming is Sonia from Atlanta. Oh, and
But she do.
Cynthia.
Now hold on. And Cynthia,
Mhm.
okay, so the two people who need the money.
Right.
Kenya Moore. Now, Kenya Moore was there at the first one. Now I took pictures with Kenya, Portia, Cynthia, and I made Eva crack the fuck up. I have video footage of all of that. They put in their time in the first one. I feel like on the second one, you really think Candy cheap ass Burris? Come on now. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on now. Let's talk about it. Now Candy said, let's get petty with the check. Candy said, you really think Candy was like, I'm not moving. Candy does not get out of bed for, less than $120,000 as she should. As she should.
Yep.
She's earned that. Bravo was not willing to pay and put her up in the plaza. And the thing is, if you bring in Candy, you got to bring Todd, Donna Wana, some of the cast from Candy and the Gang. So I can see Candy being like, look, if you ain't willing to fly all of us out, and I know you got the money because you done made it off me, I'm not interested. And Candy probably told all the other ladies, look, we ain't going. Kenya Moore, another very wealthy woman. Now Kenya Moore is very discreet about her financial business, but you ain't never heard about her in debt news.
That's right.
Kenya is like, you gonna pay Kenya, Candy said, Kenya don't do shit without a check. Well, game recognized game, because Candy, neither do you. Now, Marlo been pimping off white men for an old minute. So she like, look, I'm sorry. You a honky and you come to me, bitch, you better have some dollars. Some money that folds, not jiggles. So again, another no.
I blame Marlo for that. I have to respect Marlo.
I respect all of them. I respect all of them for saying, and especially these are women that showed up. Other than Candy and Nene, they showed up. Showed up. Well, even Cynthia ain't on the show no more, and then neither is Portia. But then, hold on, it was 2 years since the pandemic, so that wasn't nobody's fault.
Yeah.
And I'd say the same thing. If you want me to show up, fuck you. Pay me. In the words of Bernie Mac. And Chris will tell you in a hot minute, Alex won't do shit for free. Now, will I be generous with what I have? Absolutely. But I ain't doing shit free. Not for nobody that I know can pay me. If I was here's the thing, you're Bravo, but you're attached to NBC Universal. Oh no. You're gonna shit $100 bills and give me a unicorn.
It's really not that hard. They're like $1 billion business. They could
Exactly.
They have the money. If they could pay Beverly Hills like money and their budget, why can't they do the same? It should be an equal playing field.
Sure should.
I just don't understand why is it that they're not doing background checks with half of these housewives, because now Erika might be going to jail.
Wait, what?
No. They love this playing out. They love this. This is full free press and promo. Act like you know.
As I said, as someone said, that makes sense. Bravo is not saying anything. They're sitting back and they're making the money. And at the end of the year, when their contracts come out, we'll decide whether they'll stay on the show. Think about it. Everyone is being dragged. Kyle, all the 5-4, wherever it's called, they're being dragged to high heaven. They do not like those people. So we'll see. The ball is in Bravo's hands now. So now I mean, she's out. She's one and done.
I mean, Lisa Rinna is just a PR nightmare.
Oh no, Lisa Rinna is a PR dream.
Like Candace.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah. You see? Well, no, here's the thing about Candace. She doesn't have, Lisa Rinna has her history as a soap star, as an actress, as a commercial actress, as a spokesperson. Candace is an upstart who lives off her mama.
That's true.
I mean, at least I can say I have my apartment on my own. You know, I wish I had a man. I really, because if I had found Chris Child and well, then again, he got kids. I would snatch his ass from her, but he got kids. So no. And here's the thing. She had to settle for a man with 3 children. So that lets you know she ain't shit.
But that's the thing, though.
True.
I understand if you're paying, but the standards are nowhere to be found. Like, at least find a rich man to take care of you. Goddamn. That's my thing. Like, just go.
She couldn't find a rich man to take care of her. She doesn't have the skill set. Now, Marlo has the skill set. Sheree doesn't. I'm trying to figure out if I have the skill set. That's why I'm trying to become a rich man, because I'm like, well, maybe I just need to have enough money to take care of somebody else, and then they'll put up with me.
That's true.
And I would say, as a rich man, you have to be like, okay, look, I done made this money so you can put up with me, because I know I'm a lot. I know I'm going to have to tell my husband, like, look, you can run my pockets, because I know I am a nightmare to deal with every day. I know you're going to wake up and feel like, oh God, I'm at work. You're going to go to sleep.
Bad
mood. I got to deal with him day in and day out. I'm going to kill him. And that's why we'll never go boating together. But you see, you got to know who he is. That's why a lot of husbands end up on Snapped, because they don't know who they is. I ain't going to end up on Snapped.
I love that show. Oh my God. I could just watch a marathon of that.
I watch a marathon of it, so I know, okay, watch for the signs. Watch for the signs.
Exactly. I watch it and I'm just like, I knew that was going to happen to him. I knew it.
I'm very much, what do you want for breakfast, dear? That's actually the first time I got called daddy. So I'm going to put a little bit of my business out here. You know what? Hold on. Let me put that Cash App in here. Y'all want to hear my business? Like Chris, I'm going to put my Cash App in here. Like y'all pay for Chris's business. Let's get a little bit of Alex's business. So when I moved here, hold on. Let's see if y'all want to put a little bit in on my business. Hashtag, yep. I am Alex Rodgers at Cash App. So I moved here and I met a very beautiful, very lovely man. And we were very happy together. And I told him one day, why don't you just stay? I don't want you to go home. And he was like, okay, I will. And he stayed. And he stayed. And one day we woke up and he asked me, what are you making for breakfast, Daddy? And I looked around the room. I looked around the room. I looked under the bed. I was like, what's Daddy? Who is he? And I was like, oh, that's me. Oh, I'm Daddy. And then I just had to look and say, what do you want, baby? And he said, I want a fried egg sandwich. And so I got my happy ass up, went into the kitchen and made him a fried egg sandwich and brought it back to him. And he said, this is fire, Daddy. And I was just like, yeah, I am too old for this. I'm like, I was just told my cooking was fire, and I know that's a compliment, but I'm like, ooh, yeah, you really are, daddy. You know, you may be 39, but bitch, you 40. You 40. I had a whole child. I could not. Exactly. It was very really? Oh, I'm that old? And I was like, I thought, people will tell me when I'm out, oh, you still look 28. You still look 29. Like, I don't even get 30. But in that moment, I was like, oh yeah, you've seen through the facade. You knew exactly how old I was. You outsmarted me with your 26ness and your abs. You got me. Hey, here's the thing. I played the game. He won. I'm like, you know what? Fair. You're not. Hey, we both played the game. You said checkmate. You said checkmate, daddy. Checkmate. Like, all right. Okay. It is what it is.
All right, guys. Thank you. I'm gonna head out and go back into the chat. Thank you.
All right. Well, you should be on in anytime.
All right. Thank you. Good night.
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 Still here.
But yes, that was a very interesting moment where I was like, oh crap, I am not in my 20s anymore. I am not under 35 anymore. But at least I say, if you're with me, all my money is legal.
There you go.
So at least I'm not a conning coot.
Oh my God. I remember when you did that video on Erika Jayne, like that documentary. I was dying. I was laughing my behind off when I was watching it because you were like, here he goes with that old coot con artist talk.
You gotta watch them coots. You gotta watch them.
I was dying. That and the Fall from Grace video is my favorite by you, by the way.
Oh Lord, those wigs.
Oh no.
Those wigs. I think they came out during the panty.
Yeah. Yeah. Those, oh God, that was the worst film ever. No. Mm-mm.
My goodness. But I think we have been petty for long enough. It has been so fabulous for y'all to join me for this wonderful petty moment. And I think we're going to have to do this every week where we just come on and get some things off our chests, review some memories, talk about some current topics, and just get petty.
Oh, yeah, I agree. Most definitely.
Well, thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you soon, hon.
All right. See you soon. Have a good night, Alex.
You too.
All right. Bye.